Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me right now, my name is AspieAnswersAll. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you all to my channel, and I'm all about basically creating mental health and awareness versus just sharing my life stories of what goes down with me every day in my life journey of suspicious syndrome, OCD, and the like, so to speak. And also I talk about basically any other everyday topics that needs to be addressed, in my humble opinion, obviously at this point of time, because obviously we need some encouragement and whatnot so that hopefully we feel safe and secure. So as I said, this channel hopefully should be user friendly for you all, of these videos that I'm sharing with you all, and that hopefully some of this will actually motivate you, encourage you all, and educate you all one way or another. So no further ado, guys, basically for the oldies, thank you for coming on and supporting me, as well as maybe just some people outside the circle of the, YouTube network. Basically, without you guys around me, I wouldn't be doing these right now, as we know that basically it can be a long, hard journey and road for me, as well as many others that goes through certain mental illnesses and other conditions, but we do try and push on as much as best as we can. So no further ado, if you've been following me right now, in the last full part of the series right now was all about the superfoods, which I thought to myself maybe I should just address as many of these topics of these superfoods as possible for you all, so that you can gain a better understanding about nutrition versus what's best for us, in a way of looking after ourselves regardless what it is that we're trying to maybe fight against. Sometimes some of these foods, as I said before with the superfoods, are defined differently to others, so we just need to tend to, what's the word, accept the differences of definitions versus just things in general, because there's no right or wrong answer here for the definition of superfoods. However, as you know though, however, there are many different foods groups or types out there that can help us reduce anything that we can basically fight for, be it depression, cancer, and the like, obviously. And obviously they say of the nutritionist versus just life in general, we are what we eat, so what we eat obviously determines the outcome. We can also look no further in the fridge, obviously, for some of these, food groups or food types that we usually tend to take for granted, that we don't like sometimes, to ward off cancer or any other, pre-diagnoses of conditions. Medical experts, however, explains to us by we need to aim at least 5 to 9 servings of fresh fruit and veggies, basically. Especially the superstars type, 6 superstar type foods that I'm going to address to you all included here, and they are also known as some of the things we do or don't eat do have cancer fighting properties. Yet eating a healthy diet with a colourful range of fruit and veggies is also important, as well as other nutrients that I'm going to address. So these 6 superstars and more. And so what I'm hoping to address is as follows. So number 1 is your broccoli. All cruciferous veggies like your cauliflower, cabbage, kale contains cancer-fighting properties, but broccoli is the one most with a sizable amount of this agent called, or shall we say, micronutrient called sulforaphane, which is a particularly potent component that boosts the body's protective enzymes, flushing out the cancer-causing cells and chemicals. Eating broccoli will help fight, obviously, breast, liver, lung, prostate, skin, stomach, and bladder cancers. Okay, your antioxidants of your phytochemicals and cancer. Alright, we've all heard that antioxidants such as vitamin C, lycopene, and beta-carotene are mostly found in fruit and veggies. It has been shown that people who eat meals with this, that are rich in this, will lower that risk of cancer. Phytochemicals are seen to protect cells from chemicals, compounds in the food and the environment, however. The type of phytochemical that is found in this kind of nutrient or chemical is the glucosinolates, which obviously is defined as that produces protective enzymes that are released when we chew the raw veggies, rupturing cell walls that are produced in the intestines. Number 2 of the classic food groups. Here are your berries. All berry types are packed with cancer-fighting phytonutrients, as I've mentioned, of the word phytonutrients. But black raspberries in particular, however, contains very high concentration of phytochemicals called anthocyanins, which slows down the growth of cancer or premalignant cells and keep new blood vessels from forming. Eating berries will help fight the cancers of colon, esophageal, oral, and skin cancers. Black raspberries and strawberries extracts had the bigger impact on colon cancer cells as well, however. Strawberries, are rich in antioxidants, basically, such as your vitamin C and ellagic acid. Ellagic acid obviously is basically the one that seems to have anti-cancer properties that revs up your enzymes by speeding them up, which will destroys the cancer cells, causing substances and slowing the growth of certain tumors. Another one to look at is flavonoids, which is an antioxidant that suppresses an enzyme that damages DNA and has been linked to lung cancer. And another berries group is your blueberries, which are packed with anthocyanins, which reduces inflammation. Tomatoes, watermelon, pink grapefruit, or bell peppers that contains lycopene, as well as a carotenoid that gives tomatoes its red colour, obviously. Lycopene was found to stop endometrial cancer. This helps fight, as I said, endometrial cancer versus your lung cancer versus your prostate and your stomach. Number 4, your walnuts, which contains physterols, which are your cholesterol-like molecules that are found in plants, which has been shown to block estrogen receptors in breast cancer cells that may possibly slow the cells growth of those ones inside the breast. Garlic is number 5, which is a part of the allium family. Who would have thought that garlic breath would be good for you? Even though we tend to think, ew, people got garlic breath, stay away from me, no way, Jose, But obviously some of the sulfur compounds that's inside the garlic, obviously that's causing that odour, may stop cancer-causing substances from forming in the body. It can also, with garlic, speed up basically the DNA repair and kill cancer cells. Another thing to think of obviously here also in this group of the family, of the allium family, are eating onions, leek, chives and scallions, which also might protect against stomach cancers. Phytochemicals has also been found to halt the inflammation of nitrosamines and carcinogens, which are formed in the stomach and intestines in certain bacterial-like conditions, because obviously, every bacterial agent of what needed of the microbes versus your micronutrients versus everything else needs certain temperatures versus, reaction purposes of slow versus fast and all that, as well as everything else. If you want to know more what I'm suggesting here, please feel free to comment below. Number 6, beans. Michigan State University has found that black and navy beans can significantly reduce colon cancer in rats. And reason for being is that it's rich with legumes, increasing the levels of fatty acid, which is your butyrate. Number 7, carrots. Obviously, this contains that compound of the antioxidant beta-carotene, which may protect our membranes from toxin damage and slow the growth of cancer cells. Some studies suggest that carrots may protect us also against cervical cancer because they supply antioxidants that can battle HPV, the actual virus, that virus, basically that is found in certain drugs that we basically go for to prevent us from having cervical cancer versus every other cancer. Number 8, spinach. In this, it has an antioxidant called lutein, which is good for our eyes. Also, with spinach, it's rich in not just lutein but zeaxanthin, carotenoids, which obviously in its function it removes basically unstable molecules called the free radicals. Obviously, with these two, this will reduce the risk of ovarian, endometrial, lung and colorectal cancer too. Number 9, fibre. Inside the fibre part is the nutrient or chemical compound of folate, which obviously folate helps produce new body cells and repairs DNA, especially for women that are in the childbearing age, basically when it prevents from neurotube defects for a developing fetus in its early stages of the woman's pregnancy. Number 10, last but not least, whole grains. Not just the breads and nuts, yet other food sources like too. Diets that are high in fruit and veggies also has this sort of bit linked in to reduce the risk of colorectal cancer. Also in this part of it, lineagens and saponins. Lineagens act as antioxidants, however, and your saponins could help cancer cells from growing faster, obviously in a way of reducing it. Well, basically that ends part 5 of the superfood groups of what I'm saying about fighting cancer. Give me the like for thumbs up showing that you're engaging. Feel free to comment below of anything that I may have missed that you have maybe done your own research or what have you. Feel free to also comment below of anything that you feel that is of relevance to these channels. Remember, also feel free to private message me on Facebook, AspieAnswersAll. Follow me on there as well versus basically, Twitter. Basically, also feel free to share these videos around to your family and friends, because you never know, some of these videos might be of use for them as well, regardless what topics I might bring out. So, and all further ado, basically guys, love what you do what you love. Thanks for your support, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you again soon.